It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Dolphins on Thursday night.
We got him! Come on, boy.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. It seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call 1-2.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers on the ground for Carter a week ago. 22 carries, 91 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Another run on second down with Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jackson now. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And they'll begin by running the option. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Christian Wilkins, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well. And they free kick it from the 20 now. Taken in at the 22. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play, and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On first down, it's Carter. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Working with a 2nd and 3. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll run with Carter. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now back to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. New York's offense back out there and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Corey Davis, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A handoff for Carter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, right back to Carter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Space to run past the 20. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And
usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play, Carter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Chip on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Gaskin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first.
On the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run with Mostert off the option. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what if you're a pretty good running team? If so,
Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Dolphins head on to their lead. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a 3rd effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carter, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Going nowhere.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jackson. This one complete to Gresham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Ertz has it left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And Jackson throwing once more. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Going for it, it's Carter. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jackson now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to Fulgham, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati. So now trying to make amends. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter,
they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go. Mike.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out, and we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. Another run with Gaskin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way up to the 46.
Let's go.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Jackson on first down. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Now Jackson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On first down, Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the option, here's Gaskin. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They're going to look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the option, here's Gaskin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New York ready to go again offensively. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's a give to Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Carter with it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out now come the Jets. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 36, Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Fights through him. And bulldozing his way through. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Jackson will throw again. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in here by Fulgham. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Jackson. Quickly into the hands of Mims. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Carter will try the right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Denzel Mims. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. 11 yards for number 11. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again is Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.